Hello and welcome. We're at the end of day one of the second test between Pakistan and New Zealand down in Christchurch at Hagley Oval, and it's been a really good day's cricket. In all honesty, Pakistan lost the toss, the first toss they have lost on this tour. Matt Henry came into the starting 11 as expected for Neil Wagner, but so did also Daryl Mitchell, the batting all-rounder for Mitchell Sackner. And I was really surprised by that. So New Zealand do not have a spinner in their lineup, gone for that extra batting option in Daryl Mitchell. And also one change for the Pakistan side as well. And I was also surprised by this because Azhar, I thought actually bowled pretty well in that first test. So I'll be interested in the comments regarding Azhar coming into the start. And he batted well today, picked up 34, but let's see how his spin capabilities fare as we march on down further into this test match. But yeah, so New Zealand won the toss, and no surprise, they decided to have a bowl on what was a green wicket, but a very quick wicket, much quicker than I had expected. It's really kissed through for the fast bowlers. Jamieson getting lots of steep bounce and bowling quite quickly. Then Tim Southey and Trent Boult at the start also getting a lot of swing. That first session, Pakistan 88 for 4, New Zealand well on top. Jamieson, oh, you got to love this young kid. He bowls good pace. He gets steep bounce. He's just picked up his third fifer in Test cricket. That is outstanding. So he now has 30 Test wickets. I think it's in only about 6 matches as well. So he picked up 3 wickets in that first session. The ball to Fawad Alam was, I can't think of any batter around the world who could have survived that delivery. It was steep, almost gathered pace after it pitched on the wicket, and it was straight at his throat. He couldn't go anywhere, Fawad Alam, and gloved it through to BJ Watling just in behind. So that was a big wicket. That's almost going to be one of the wickets of the decade already, in my opinion. So New Zealand were well on top. Second session, well, it was all Pakistan there. This is where I think New Zealand went searching a touch. They just needed to trust what they were doing in that first session, but they went searching for wickets. And we talked about that yesterday. And Pakistan got back into the game in that second session. Azhar Ali, he ended up on 93. About time he stepped up as well, but he played exceptionally well. And Rizwan, the skipper here, he picked up his third 50 of the series so far. And you talk about captains and leadership, and there's different styles of leadership. Now, I don't know what his team talks are like. I don't know how he structures his influence at team trainings leading up to a game. I can only judge Rizwan on his performances on the park. 350s, batting in tough situations, and he's showing leadership by fighting. And that's where you can have different styles of leadership. You can have great captaincies who are great tacticians, who are very articulate when they speak. But the way this guy, Rizwan, leads on the field is an example to everyone. He keeps fighting for his team and his country. So he was part of that with Azhar Ali in the second session. Going to the third session, Fahim Ashraf got runs again as well. He just continually picks up runs down the bottom of the order, doesn't he? He got 48. Gopher, he came in for his test debut and he picked up 34. Again, showing fight. But they happened to be all out at the end of the day, Pakistan, which is really disappointing because I'm sure if they made it through the end of the day, having been sent in to bat, they would have been delighted with that. But I'm still pretty sure they'd be delighted with picking up just under 300 runs, 297 in the first day, having been sent in on a green wicket, which is very fast. Now, today is only a good day for Pakistan if that first session tomorrow on day 2 is an absolute cracker. And I think it can be a cracker because we saw with the new ball tonight, Boult and Southey were still getting the ball to swing and move around. So there's still a lot of life in this pitch. So the quick bowlers of Pakistan and Naseem Shah, Shahid Afridi, if they just be patient, bowl full, don't get carried away with the bounce you can get through to the wicketkeeper. And Mohammad Abbas has just got to just do his job on the length and try and build pressure and take early wickets. Now, New Zealand, they need to counteract that, obviously. Give themselves the first session to get in. Tom Latham, Tom Blandell, they need to start well for that first hour of play and get through the new ball. That will be the target for New Zealand and to be batting for a good couple of days. So I think once the sun bakes this wicket, it's going to dry out. It's going to become a really good batting surface. So that will be the goal for New Zealand. Great day of cricket today for day one. Kyle Jamieson picked up 5 wickets. Azhar Ali kept the scoring rate going. He picked up a 90, just fell short of getting his 18th international test century. So the run rate was going. It was a good day of cricket, and I'm really looking forward to day 2 tomorrow.